You have once again entered the world of survival horror. Good luck! So, the last video I talked about how certain parts of this Let's Play have been reminding me of Resident Evil 0, and how I've been getting very frustrated. This was probably... This video and the next video are both going to have some problem areas in it. This one, though, was by far the biggest problem. So right now what I needed to do is go to the area that has the save room from up here. So in this room there are 2 hunters. I would say ignore this hunter. We will never be coming back to this room ever again, so don't waste any ammo on that guy. And their little swipe attack does very little damage. That's really the only thing you need to worry about is their jumping attack, as I've said before. This area was the most problematic area. This guy, for whatever reason, kept killing me over and over and over and over and over again. So eventually I realized you can just kind of stun him here. Like, in an area where he can't even get to you. When I was practicing this, I actually got him to completely stay over on the other side there. And, you know, he wasn't able to come over and hit me. So, you can stun him there. I wasn't exactly able to do it. And down here, where Mo, Larry, and Curly, you know, used to reside, we now have 2 hunters. These guys are kind of easy to dodge. This guy in the corner always just kind of just stands there. I don't know, he's a little weird. But you could conceivably, like, avoid those 2 guys. However, I'm not going to be doing that. And yeah, I completely forgot that in this game, basically those 2 hunters replace the zombies. I didn't have to kill the zombies that were down here. But, you know what? Whatever. Right? Who cares? I made it to the end of this game fine, just as I do with every Resident Evil game. Yeah, I waste too much ammo on enemies, but I always make it to the end. Every dang time. So because this part was literally so, like, traumatic to me, I did save right there. Which, you know, we haven't done yet. I don't think we've saved in the middle of a video yet. I literally that was one of the parts of the game where I was like, okay, I am done. 100% done. So, right now, I believe what I'm about to do is just clear out these other 2 hunters. And as I said, as long as you can see the hunters, they're really not that big of a deal. Like, that guy's fine. This other guy that's in this area is quite easy to deal with, too. As long as you get him by, like, a certain area here. If you're not aiming at him, he could be a real annoyance. Although we did get a good view of the hunter's death animation, which I think is kind of neat. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Now, here's the whole kicker, is that I don't think I actually needed to go down there. Everything that I needed to do was right in this this area right here, right to where the one hunter was. So these 2 rooms here. And then the mansion key is useless, and we can just throw it out. I believe that's the last key that we're going to use to unlock anything in the mansion. Which is pretty crazy. This is, of course, the room in the remake where the bird is, like, following you, and you have to turn the lights off and get the bird to look away. So we're gonna pick that up. We're gonna pick up some shells because those are always good to have on us. X-Day. I don't like the sound of that. Sounds a little ominous. White umbrella. So I guess that's kind of like one of the first mentions of umbrella in this game. Which is something that I think is kind of weird that, you know, it's such a big part of the story that Umbrella is, you know, the one behind everything, but you barely hear about them. And when they do talk about Umbrella, you know, a first-time viewer would be like, what the hell is Umbrella? Oh, we got another Chaos Emerald. Hell yeah. So that we obviously need to bring to that lion, the other lion room. That is an optional thing, but if we want to get the best ending in the game, we have to go do that. So we are going to go do that. And now this door, you can see there's a little keypad here. We're going to just enter a key on there. That is the code that we got from waiting for Barry in that hole. You know, not only did we get the best ending with that, we also got that code, which leads us into the basement. I think what I'm doing here is, yeah, picking up some herbs. Because there's a lot of stuff I left down here from the last time I was through here. And picking up some herbs, honestly, not a bad idea. I hope I exit through here, because that's quicker than anything else I could possibly do. I'm really hoping that I am doing that and I don't go right back up the other way. Please don't. Oh no, what are you doing, Mike? Past me is kind of stupid, because well... No, I guess I do need to go to the lion. Yeah, whatever. It's fine that I'm going out this way. I mean, it's probably equidistant. Oh yeah, I did need to go down here anyway. Never mind. Past me is not that stupid, so never mind. Because technically you can use that to warp to the complete other side of the mansion, which is eventually where I'm going to need to go. Oh yeah, this is another guy that is really annoying. I think this guy killed me a bunch of times. I can't tell you how many times each of these hunters in these areas killed me while trying to record this Let's Play. So this guy here is probably my favorite hunter in the game. I just love the way he zooms into the frame like that. I think that's funny. But this guy killed me a couple times too. So I was really fed up with this video. I was very disheartened and I was like, wow, I am just as bad as I remember at this game when it comes to the hunters. I think I can't progress past this point, but obviously I did. So again, there are quite a few herbs in this area that we left there from our last visit, so I'm just going to go pick those up right now. This is the area where we put the... This is an area you really don't ever need to come back to, but, you know, for herbs, why not? We got a green herb, we got a red herb. I don't think I've used the blue herb yet, have I? And hopefully I won't need to. But yeah, now we need to go pick up another item in the lion room. Yeah, I don't know, this hallway I've always really liked in this room. I love how bright it is, and like the mint colored wallpaper, like it just looks so weird. I don't know, I love it. I've said, the vibe of this game is very different from the vibe of the remake, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it looks great. So right here we have a Colt Python. I, for some reason, thought that this was the MO disc. I think I was thinking of the remake. I think there's an MO disc in the remake here. So, excuse me. I misspoke before, I believe. But that is still like a necessary item for me. We're gonna need that Magnum. Am I gonna go put some stuff away? I sure am. The only stuff we need on us right now would be the battery and the crank. Those two items are the only necessary things for us right now. The Colt Python isn't going to get used until the end. You know, it's your classic Resident Evil weapon of... You know, it's a big, powerful weapon. I've got a lot of ammo for it, but I have to save every single bit of it for, you know, the end of the game. So that's always fun. I am bringing ink ribbons with me because there is not going to be a item box or a what do you call it? Save room anywhere else in this video. Like, the place that we're going does not contain an item box in it. And thankfully, this part of the whole mansion is already cleared out, so we don't really need to worry about, you know, other hunters attacking us here. The only way that it did, you know, is if I went upstairs there to the second floor of this room. But yeah, that was also very frustrating that I remembered at the last second, like, oh, I could have taken a completely different route to get to that area that I needed to be in. And I didn't have to deal with the two hunters up top. So, yeah, that's what happens when, you know, you don't play a game a ton of times like this game. I've played it a bunch, but not as much as the remake. Not as much that I know, like, oh, I go this route, I go this way, this way, this way. Again, spiders are much more preferable in this room than... the dogs. The dogs are very annoying to deal with. The spiders are incredibly simple to deal with. So this is honestly kind of like our victory lap in the mansion. We really won't be coming back here. I mean, we will, but we won't. Actually, no, we won't. We just straight up won't. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last time. Also, I forget about this hunter every single time I come through here. That was annoying. That annoyed me so much. But yeah, I was very happy because I was like, oh my god, every single time I went through this part, I forgot about that hunter. I managed to sneak by him. He didn't hit me. And then I got stuck on the door, and he hit me. That was very annoying. Was I saying? Yeah, I believe, if I am not mistaken, this is the very last time that we are going to come through the mansion. I think that's it. So, we do still have these dumb dogs that we have to deal with. There's a lot of D's. They don't ever get, you know, taken out of this area and replaced with hunters or something else, a more annoying enemy. And again, you could just stand there and kill those guys and make this area clear to run through, but I don't really think that that's a good idea. Also, I had a brain fart here. I was like, oh, I gotta go do this. Then I was like, wait, that's not a good idea. I shouldn't do anything with that right now. Eventually in this video I'm going to have to do that, but not right now. I don't know what I was checking there. I think I was checking my health, even though I just healed, and I knew for a fact that I didn't have anything wrong with me. I feel like these snakes are way more aggressive in this version. I've still never gotten poisoned by one of those snakes or attacked by one of those snakes. I've definitely never had it happen in the remake. But it's if it makes any sense, it's happened even less in this one. But they still feel like they're trying to kill you, like, more than the ones in the remake. So, place the battery in here, or try to, I guess. And then get in here and take off. So this is going to bring us up to the second floor where we literally just were. Right where I got attacked by the one dog and picked up the herb. Now, this is a pretty good little hallway. If you wanted to stand there and, like, start shooting the dogs, that probably wouldn't be a terrible idea, because then you have a good bottleneck, but it's still really not worth it to kill these dogs, waste any kind of ammo on these dogs at this stage of the game. That annoyed me, again. Once again, that annoyed me. An enemy that looked like I should have just been able to run away from it somehow just fucking took a bite out of me at the very last possible second. So, we're gonna use our friend the Crank now. Basically, this is just a big, like, circular area that we need to put the water back in here, which is gonna stop the waterfall in the area where we just placed the battery. The good thing is that we don't have to deal with those snakes anymore. The bad thing is we still have to run through the dogs 2 more times. This time, and then once more down below. So, hopefully, we can just get out of here. The elevator is a little finicky sometimes, so I was really worried that I was going to get hit. Trying to look for the actual spot that you're supposed to press X on. But, yeah, those dogs didn't appear to be a problem. So this is going to bring us into probably my least favorite area in the game. I don't really quite like it. It's very tedious. It's filled with hunters. And yeah, it's just not very good. So this is by far my least favorite part of this entire game. I think this part is way better in the remake. Like, you know, like most things. But it's significantly better in the remake.
Oh, Jill, what good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's voice coming from this hole. Let's go together since it's dark and we can't see very well.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm depending on you.
So that's what I do every single time. I let Barry follow me and I lead. I have seen very conflicting reports on this. People saying that it doesn't matter for the ending. People also saying that it does matter for the ending. So I just do that every time. You know, I don't really want to risk it. So pick up these. Pick up both of these items if you want them right now, because the next time we run through this area, it's going to be filled with hunters, and it's going to be way more annoying to grab things. So thankfully, right now, we just have Barry with us. Hey, thanks, Barry.
Is that Jill?
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Wait there! Are you with anybody, Jill?
What? Oh, yes!
Enrico!
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed. Someone is a traitor. Everything was plotted from the start by Umbrella.
Enrico!
Is that voice Enrico's? I think Enrico... Sorry, Enrico. I just said it how Jill says it. Jill says it Enrico. It's Enrico. That name has never been pronounced Enrico ever. I think he has a clip on him, but I don't really need that right now. So we're just going to grab the other crank. We're now all cranked up. We got 2 cranks. And we're going to leave. And now, like I said, this area is filled with hunters. This part absolutely stinks. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the hunters. You know, and also the walls do look like vomit, so, you know, not great. So this got me stuck in, again, there was a part in Resident Evil 0 where Billy was very low down on health. And I think he was kind of low down on ammo. And I had to fight a boss. I saved right before a boss, and I had to fight a boss. And yeah, I went the wrong way. I just went in a big circle there. The same thing is going to happen to me now, but I figured I was going to be fine because the boss in question in this game is hilariously easy. However, when I actually got to fighting the boss, it kept one-shotting me. So, again, the beginning of the next video was another one of those moments where I was like, oh, I can't beat this. But I did have some ideas, and we'll see what those were in the next video, so I'll see you then.